Oh,
okay.
all right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Memorial Day podcast for those in America.
America.
We have a difficult task ahead of us.
Oh,
We have to
yeah.
try to make an entertaining podcast about Microsoft's E3
Well, it'll be
2019.
entertaining.
And
at
I
this
thought I
point.
was the next one.
It
Jesus
just won't be
Christ.
informative.
It'll be more entertaining than the actual press conference, I bet.
I was gonna say it's gonna be entertaining. It's just not gonna be 2 fucking hours.
I'll put it this way: it's gonna be a Microsoft podcast, but really not so much because since Sony isn't here this year, pretty much we're gonna be talking about the third-party games that'll show up at the conference.
Yeah, we're gonna go off of what Phil said, since they're the only live press conference at E3. They're not just gonna make it all about Xbox. They want to represent all of gaming, aka show a shit ton of multiplats.
So apparently,
I'm already bored.
yeah, because apparently this is gonna be the longest conference we've had. It's
Which is proof that you're gonna talk so much about the next Xbox. Come on.
no, well, people need to understand that just like they've been doing the last few years, especially with the Xbox One press conferences, they've been primarily more about third party than first party.
Yeah. And this one's only going to be 20 minutes longer. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, this whole blowout of the next Xbox. That shit ain't happening.
I just hope they drop that bullshit exclusive like deception with trying to make something sound exclusive. World premiere exclusive. It's the exclusive is that they got the world premiere, like they just they find ways to try to throw exclusive into everyone.
It's
if I remember last year, they did a slightly better job.
They changed it.
Yeah.
It's like when a movie comes out and they have this quote like extremely amazing, and they just cut that little piece out of the quote, and then the whole quote is like, I would like to say this movie is extremely amazing, but it sucks.
Or when they said
extremely amazing part.
When it says based on true events, when it's just the true event is somebody told the story, whether it's actually factually true or not.
Right.
That's doesn't matter. But somebody actually claimed this was true, and they based a movie around that. But they can put that in the title or in the trailer.
That's deception, man.
So, last year we got. I'm trying to think back. I remember it was the first time we saw that terrible crossover anime fighting game.
You're talking about Jump Force, the game we
Jump
don't talk
Force.
about. Don't bring it up.
They got such high remarks for showing that game, showing.
It's a visual spectacle, and that's really all it is.
They showed off, what is it, Seikyo? What's that?
Sekiro?
The From Software game?
Yeah, Sekiro.
Shadows died twice.
Yeah, they showed that off. Oh my god, even to the point where someone thought it was, even still, someone thought it was a PlayStation exclusive in this group.
I was the one because they kept confusing it with the other one.
I was gonna say, did Sony show it off first, or did Microsoft?
Microsoft had their press
Microsoft
conference
did
first. Sekiro.
I don't remember it in that conference.
Sekiro
Shadows died twice.
Yeah, they showed it. I'm like, people are like, "Oh my god, that looks so good! That looks so good!" And because
I heard it did well though.
Of course, Sony didn't show off. They showed
Ghost of
Tsushima, and then they showed Resident Evil 2, The Last of Us, Death Stranding, and Spider-Man, and that's about it. So yeah, but Retro Death thought it was a PlayStation exclusive, even though Microsoft showed it off, and the initial reveal was Microsoft's press conference.
It's like I said, because I was confusing it with that other game Sony has about to come out.
It still shows you how unimportant it is for Microsoft to show these multi-plats. So, we're gonna obviously, if somebody feels they're gonna talk about the next Xbox, we'll make predictions on if that's gonna be shown or not, and then also like the cloud, whatever the cloud gaming is, if that's gonna be a big part. I mean, I'm honestly not looking forward to this in the slightest. So, and I have an Xbox One, so it's the only thing I care. Actually, the only game that we haven't seen in a while that would probably show up would be Ori and the Will of the Wisp. And maybe one of the studios they bought has a game that's going to be able to be shown.
A lot of people seem to think that a lot of that is going to get revealed here, and I'm like, but most of these studios just finished games. Like, even if they had another game in development, they can't be that far into it.
Ninja Theory can, because that's the only exception. Yeah, that was just a small, like 15 people of their
Because I don't
made that game, and that was the last one that released.
Because I don't remember everyone, but I know the State of Decay team. That's one of them. They just what was that? Last year is when that came out. Same thing with We Happy Few. Like most of, and then you had the Forza Horizon team, which is still the question of you didn't already own that one, so that was not really. That one's not a big deal. And then Ninja Theory, and there's one other one I'm forgetting. Isn't there?
Shit, I just had it.
CFC? No.
It's another studio there was 5, I think, total, and I think
there's 5. I've named
2 or 3 of them. Everyone thought, like, I thought they had owned anyway, basically.
Yeah, because it was like
Ninja Theory was the only like real surprise, because then like you said, the State of Decay team. No, I didn't even know them by name.
Oh, the Crackdown team, wasn't it?
No, that's Sumo Digital made Crackdown.
We're not even talking about this yet, and it's already sad.
Well, I'm just saying because people have been running up and down talking about, oh, we're gonna get all these new game announcements from all these studios they bought, and I'm like, but most of these studios just finished games, so at the most you might get is a new announcement of a game. But
we're working on something.
Yeah, but you're not gonna see anything for a few years.
So last year they started with Halo Infinite, basically tech demo for the game engine, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we call it even a tech demo at that point, though?
Yeah.
It's a game engine. It was a demo for Slip Space, the Slip Space engine.
You could. I'll say that, Retro.
So will they start with Halo Infinite?
No, they're going to end with it.
Think so?
Nah, I think they'll start
I
with
think
it.
they would probably start with it.
Or maybe it'll be in the middle.
It's not going to be in the middle.
Yeah. Nah.
No, I think it'll be the end along.
It'll
Like
be beginning or
it'll be
end.
running on like some new Xbox.
It doesn't make sense to go at the end. Why? Because the conference is 2 goddamn hours long.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You want to get people in and see it early because they might not be around by the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't say that. Why are they always 2 fucking hours, yo?
Because they wanted me like this is the biggest Xbox conference, even though
Gotta throw in
They
those.
say that every year, yo.
But what time is the Microsoft's on Sunday?
Let me pull it up real quick.
Because I'm thinking maybe we should just do, instead of doing the podcast on Monday,
June,
just do a live reaction to make it entertaining.
It's June 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I don't know what.
Or just wait till Tuesday to do a podcast.
Or 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is which. So I guess like 4 p.m. would be like what 2 hours earlier from right now.
Do you think that's a better idea?
What'd you say, T?
To just wait till Tuesday after Nintendo goes and do our podcast that night.
No, because we won't talk about
because then we would never do.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I get what you're saying.
We won't talk about Xbox at all.
That's why I'm thinking it might be fun to shit on the press conference live, and that kind of be our podcast for.
I mean, that's fun. I mean,
and wait a whole another week for Nintendo talk.
No, we can do
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Oh no, we're gonna do that anyway.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you gotta sit there for like through like half an hour of like fucking Sea of Thieves and shit. I mean, might as well just instantly like play Smash Bros in the meantime.
Well, I mean,
well, if anybody wants to join me in doing like a live reaction during the press conference,
time?
I don't mind doing
4
it.
p.m.
I took that whole week off, so I'm good to do it anyway. So I'm good.
That's pretty nice, yo.
So yeah, but anyway, so what do we expect to see? Like any major new surprise, like game, franchise, IP, something.
I've heard
for Microsoft. Not
well, they have. Don't they got Battletoads coming out?
Yeah, but we know
they teased that.
Yeah, so they'll probably show that.
And then we got Gears 5, right?
What? Really?
Yeah, they showed Gears 5 last year.
I don't even remember that, to be honest.
But like we haven't heard anything about that game since it was announced.
We haven't even heard of the fucking Gears
gameplay
game.
Yeah, they showed the game. I'm looking at it right now.
I don't even
show.
They went on why? Because they showed it with 2 other Gears games. It was like,
yep.
The Gears.
It was that Pops figure one, and then
that's right.
Because we all know Xbox Live that kitty shit.
What was the other, what was that? I don't know. What was the third one? Was the third one
you starting the T voice early tonight?
He is bit off of that.
So at a minute 27 into their last year, I linked the last year's press conference. They showed Gears 5. Well, first it was the pop one.
Yeah.
And then it cut to actual Gears 5, and it's
there's like a strategy RPG one.
Yeah,
that's right. Now I remember.
They guaranteed it has a female lead, and it guaranteed day one on Game Pass. So.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, I meant. Oh, by the way, we're gonna put that on the checklist.
I gotta go.
We're
get
gonna
Game
talk about
Pass
Game
now.
Pass in some capacity.
Every single thing is gonna be Game Pass.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm gonna be so pissed just from that.
Man, you gotta sell. You gotta sell your toys. You know, you gotta sell them.
And your fucking bullshit ass.
I wouldn't be surprised if they bring the full Game Pass to the Windows 10 store.
And it's gonna be on Switch.
Will they announce a Switch game during the Xbox press conference? Like, Ori's coming to Nintendo Switch.
And I don't think they would do that because they would probably piss a lot of people off. If anybody announced it, that'd probably be Nintendo.
You know what it'll be? The game will be announced on Xbox, but then like later after the press conference, also coming to Switch.
Yeah, it'll be something like that. They're gonna put it in their conference.
Like they'll talk about Ori, Will of the Wisp, and then like after the press conference, you'll get a tweet talking about, oh, it's multi-platform.
Somebody in the crowd's gonna be like, "What the fuck am I supposed to play on my Xbox? Everything going
Well,
up."
first of all, you know what, though?
You know how you'll be able to tell because it won't say Xbox exclusive before the trailer starts.
I will say about 20 minutes of the press conferences are going to be Phil Spencer just bullshitting. You know how they always just talk? They just talk about, we don't know what they're talking about. They're just rambling on.
Tony does that too, actually.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna change Xbox.
They're
gonna change Xbox exclusive to Xbox inclusive.
Oh God.
Yeah, that well, let's get back to the main question. Will there be like a surprise new game that no one knows about?
I think so for sure. I mean, they gotta have one.
They'll have one. A new Forza game.
When you say new game, do you mean new IP or something we just didn't hear before?
Our game we don't know about. So
well, then for sure Forza, that'd be
Forza.
We know about Forza. Those come. We know about Forza.
I think something. It'll be. I'm gonna predict it's going to be a third-person adventure.
I was gonna
ask Adventure too.
No, I was gonna ask. I've been hearing rumors about Fable. Did we know about any Fable game coming, or is that just
we
know about Fable game?
They canceled the last one I knew about.
Okay, that's the game I've been hearing the most rumors about. Is supposedly that's the game they're gonna announce. One of the games.
I want them to come out.
With that Fable, if they cancelled, if they closed down Lionhead Studios.
I'm just talking
like a slap in the face, isn't it? It's like a big slap in the face.
They're not above that. Come on now.
When they're talking about like we want to be like for all gaming and shit, I want them to come out and say like we're bringing back Skillbound and then like the small pause to Nintendo Switch, you know, something stupid like that.
Remember that rumor that Skillbound was coming to Switch?
Yeah.
We'll have to discuss that next week when
and the Nintendo podcast, of course.
And Nintendo predictions.
We can see Nintendo.
We talk about Bethesda and EA, and
we might as well mention them here.
We might as well because I think we're running out of Xbox.
Well, no, that and also because they're going to show up a bunch of third-party titles here.
And you know what? That something like Square Enix, I think, is going to be pretty anticipated because they're hopefully going to show the Avengers.
Yeah, but that's been in like talks for how long? Like over a year.
Every year, but still, I want to see Thanos.
Who's making Avengers?
I also I don't think they'll mention it just because of it overshadowing Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You're playing that little kitty shit. Look what we got over here,
bro. Listen, I don't give a fuck, yo. That game has began looking better and better the more I see of it, man. Personally, anyway.
We could see Nintendo at the Microsoft show. I mean, they could like, I mean, for all we know, they could fucking reveal Banjo for Smash and then show a new Banjo game.
That is true.
You think they would do that at the Xbox conference though?
They might show the new Banjo game, but I don't know.
They could show.
Yeah, I always say there's a new Banjo game, and I don't think this is ever gonna happen though.
I don't think them revealing Banjo for Smash would be that weird. Because first of all, Xbox fans don't care about Banjo-Kazooie, and second of all, Smash is pretty popular universally. So
what you think they would show it?
So essentially, we've gotten to the whole like gaming is for everyone thought process to where Xbox will promote other consoles games for the fuck of it. Now
I can definitely see Xbox do that the same way. Basically, Ubisoft revealed Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah, I don't see that being a big thing.
Well, to me, that's not the same thing, though.
But that's different from we got a game that's coming out on Nintendo's console. I don't think that would be different. I think them announcing Banjo and Smash is not.
If they announce a new Banjo game, then I would I would put money on Banjo being announced for Smash.
Oh hell
at
yeah,
some
no,
point.
that for sure, yeah.
Does anybody remember?
Nintendo when we talk about?
Did anybody remember Microsoft showed off Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition during their press conference last year?
Yeah,
boy.
boy.
And I bought it on my Switch.
Yeah, because I'm just kind of skipping
bastard.
through.
To be fair, that game made more sense because the original game came out on the 360 only until like later.
That is true.
So that game made sense.
And none of the
be-
Xbox fans knew that shit.
Yeah, that's true because Xbox fans didn't fucking play that game.
Right.
That's why it came out on PS3 later.
Right.
But it's I'll give them credit. They've been pushing more Japanese titles in their conferences.
Yeah,
The
they
problem
did
is-
Kingdom Hearts. They did Final Fantasy 15 a few years ago.
Yeah, they just don't. People don't
So
buy.
There's no
them on
traction.
console.
There's no traction when they do that.
They even showed off a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
They just don't get traction on that console because I want a gun in my hand. Damn it!
Well, they only selling
I think
10 Xboxes a week in Japan. So
that's what I say. You say it gets no traction. I think that's been a bit too polite. I mean, fucking 10 Xboxes a week is like.
Hey, listen. People got mad at me for being overly mean to Xbox, and now I'm trying to lighten up. Everyone's like, "No, man, you need to stop that bullshit. You better ride. You better burn the motherfuckers to the ground." Like,
I expect at least 10 minutes of Game Pass promotion.
oh, it's
during the
probably
2
gonna be
hours.
like 15, bro.
yeah, I think that's not generous enough. I think,
What
yeah,
if
I think
they- what if
after
they
every
announced-
game, almost every game, they're gonna.
We're
talk
gonna
about
have
Game
like
Pass
10
announced.
minutes. We're gonna have 10 minutes of opening statements, 15 minutes at least of Game Pass.
It's gonna start with a Halo or Gears and end with a Halo or Gears. It's gonna end with the
I
opposite.
tell
yeah.
you what,
No,
I tell you
but
what, you would
See,
blow
but
up.
Gears doesn't mean much to end a conference, especially since we've already seen it.
Right.
And they announced 3 games last year from the
No,
game.
but
You need to
gotta-
show something we haven't seen yet.
No, because you remember how sometimes they have those people that be like, and now we know you want to see this game, and here it is. And I think it could totally be something like Gears, where they'll be like, when it's like, I don't think a lot of people are gonna be like, holy shit, it's Gears again. But I think they would maybe end it off like that, where
They're
be
gonna
like,
have a demo of someone playing it on or
Yeah,
fake
they'll
playing it on
they'll-
stage.
That might be.
People are gonna be drooling because they had fell asleep 30 minutes earlier.
You know, the one thing they're probably gonna do that's gonna drive me up the fucking wall. It drives me nuts every year they do it. When they announce their new Forza game, they're gonna put another fucking car.
Yo, I love the
Yeah,
cars.
So there is no
Hey.
Forza. Somebody said there's no Forza announced this year.
I don't
That's
believe
incredible.
that.
would be the
Forza needs
biggest
a damn
surprise.
break.
That would be literally the biggest
I don't
surprise.
believe they're not gonna announce another Forza yet.
I love how Mohammed
if
says
they
it. Oh,
announced-
go ahead, Clock.
Sorry, I was gonna say if they announced a game that would be bigger than Halo Infinite, if they announced it would be Minecraft 2. If they
No, there's
announced
no
that,
chance. Never, you
Oh,
never
that would
get into
be-
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Because,
There's
dude, they're
no
always
need.
just doing updates. They're always just
Yeah.
doing updates. It's just like a Fortnite, a 2.
Wait, I
or
want
a-
to make.
Yeah,
Fortnite
didn't they just
too,
do
like,
that
right?
Minecraft Earth thing like a few weeks ago or something?
Yeah, but that's not a.
What can you do to Minecraft 2 that you can't do in 1? Like what?
Exactly.
Like they're just gonna add on stuff to it.
Yeah,
until
Minecraft has
people
been
stop
so
playing it.
custom, and Minecraft has
Oh,
been around
no.
for over a decade now.
No. You could say we could have said the same thing about.
No, don't say Mario. Don't
Mario.
say it. Don't
No,
I was
Terry,
gonna say.
Terry,
I was gonna say. I was gonna say it. You can.
Don't say
out
Mario
there.
Maker. Don't
I was
dare.
even thinking of like Dragon Quest builders and shit. I think that Minecraft 2 could exist. I don't
It
give
ain't
a fuck.
happening.
But
It ain't happening. It's they want to continue just selling that one product so they could eventually have like 300 million sold.
yeah, but can you imagine if they make a new one? You're gonna have like all the other fucking billions sold again.
I'm not saying that it can't happen. I
not
just don't see it happening
necessarily.
soon.
I don't see any incentive, I guess.
I don't see what. Yeah,
Maybe,
what did they
maybe crack
can't
out
do with the current build of Minecraft that they have to make it 2?
And none
To
of
do
us are
something.
experts to even know what they
All I gotta
can.
do is add, advancements to lighting and stuff just to make it look a little fresher. You know,
I don't think anyone would care about that. That's the problem.
Yeah, they
Like,
did
give
that
it
with
a-
that Bedrock.
that's what I'm
What-
saying.
everyone's gonna talk about, oh, I could just mod that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's the
And
thing.
just real
Minecraft
quick,
people, are you out there? Do you care about lighting?
I'm just saying.
I don't think.
And they already have updates.
There's that mod that added,
And that's the thing, yeah, they already have mods for
and it
lighting.
looks fucking amazing. Like, so
Yeah, what was that? It
But
was
you
a
know
video
what?
Digital Foundry did on it.
10 minutes later, it's still
You
Minecraft.
need a serious PC for that.
yeah, they need like a 2070 or higher, or 1070 or higher, which But yeah, also Devil May Cry 5 was revealed last year during Xbox press conference.
And most people
Another
bought
Japanese
that on
game.
PlayStation.
Yeah, and it's like that was widely a PlayStation game, but I wonder if they promote it in at E3, if that means they have some kind of I don't think did the advertisement for Devil May Cry have PlayStation or Xbox logo.
It was pretty fair between the two of
Was
them.
it?
Yeah, it
Well,
wasn't
there's-
like one over the other.
Maybe all the games they show at their E3 2019 will be on Game Pass, guaranteed. Or something.
Maybe they'll show more footage of The Last of Us at the Microsoft press conference.
Wow.
Bastard.
Hey, I'm gonna call it right now. He said he wants to represent all of gaming. They're gonna do a Kumbaya. We want to commend Sony and Nintendo and do like a whole thing. They're
No,
probably
he would do that.
I
He
think
would
they're
do
going
that
to.
shit too. He would do it.
I think
Exactly, he's gonna
it.
do it. And you know what? I'm gonna be like, oh, that's cool.
It's one of those things. It's like it's so painfully cheesy. You just don't want to hear that shit. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like those, but at the same time, it's like he's just doing it because like their console isn't that selling that great, and so
Yeah. Let's show goodwill towards other men. And
So I guess
we'll be the good guys.
I guess if nothing else, we do probably need to mention. They're more likely they may not go into full detail about their next gen console, but they're probably gonna do at least like some casual mention of certain.
Yeah, like they did with the Project Scorpion for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It will be brought up, and I wouldn't
The
even be
most
surprised.
powerful console ever created.
I'm gonna say right now, I won't be surprised if it's a full blowout either. I kind of would not be shocked at all. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be completely shocked.
Would you prefer that? I guess is the question. Then?
I think they need to. I think that if they just spend time showing off a bunch of games people are going to buy on their PS4s and PCs, they might as well not even do a press conference.
Well, you could ask them to tell them that last year. So,
Well, last year was too early. It's 5.5 years already since the Xbox One. It's they could launch the system this year, and it would be within the 6 years after Xbox One. It would be fully within a normal life cycle.
Yeah, but the problem is we got these refreshes, so it's gonna feel real bullshit. You come out right now with something when I just bought an Xbox One X. Fuck y'all.
Well, Nintendo did similar. They made.
Yeah, but they did it on a console that cost $149.
Yeah,
not something that costs $500. So it's a different feel.
True.
I know people that because the NX they kept pushing off the announcement. People people in the know were expecting it, but casuals. I know somebody that just bought a Wii U right before they announced the Switch. That little October release.
That's
shit. For like Smash Brothers and whatever Mario Kart. And it's like, oh, okay, their next system's coming out already. Yep,
they ain't messing around. I mean, it's when it was a little shorter than 5 years, but Nintendo always does 5 years pretty much. So
it's extra sad when you buy a Wii U right before the Switch launches for Mario Kart and Smash.
And then Mario Kart comes out ported.
Mario, what is Mario Kart?
When I go to the card.
So let's just go down.
Xbox guys, stay on.
Well, what about the big thing of the week? To be honest, is the Pokemon thing, yo.
No, we are on Xbox now.
We're still on Xbox.
I know this. I know we don't have a whole lot, but we got to do.
So let's just put it down. Who thinks the next Xbox will get talked about at the C3? We'll start with Clocked It.
Yes, it will.
Yes, T.
Yeah, I think there'll be some mentions, but nothing overly significant.
All right, Retro.
Did they talk about it last year already?
They just said
They said they're working on an Xbox.
I'm gonna say no.
Robert.
Hell yeah.
Terrell.
Yeah.
Yep, and I say yep as well, and it'll be beyond just like we're working on the next Xbox, and everything you buy today is gonna be.
I was gonna say because then I would say too. I figured, but in my head they're gonna be say
more than that,
they're gonna mention.
You
but
might get
guys
some
ain't
hints at
actually
specs
talking
and-
about it.
You get some hints at specs and what it could do as far as
I don't think
features
we'll
and that
get
kind of
that.
thing.
And I like Mohammed's idea that Ori will drop will be available. They're gonna pull a Nintendo and say Ori and the Will of the Wisp available today, which would be awesome because
That would be great.
last year got that with Hollow Knight on the Switch. So, I see Dying Light 2 was a big part of last year's thing. Did that ever
Oh
come
yeah, they
out?
gave like an extensive demo of that game, didn't
Yeah,
they?
did that ever come out? They got a lot of time.
I don't think so.
Yes. No.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Honestly,
I remember.
I don't even know.
I haven't heard
the game.
shit about Dying Light 2 at all.
Yeah,
It makes me think of Dead Island
What
too.
about Metro? What the hell was the Metro game?
that came out.
That came out.
I played it in video.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, Dying Light 2 got like 6-7 minutes of a demo.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet.
Hmm.
It still has like a
So,
to be announced.
I know EA said they're not going to do their usual thing, right? So that Star Wars game, I think for sure that Respawn's making, I think that'll for sure get a demo. I forget what it's called.
Star Wars free us from EA.
So Star Wars
trash.
At least it's Respawn. They've made some decent games. So
Yeah, but you're right. But the problem is that EA looms over them.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that turn out bad.
How many times can they cancel and start? That other game got canceled and restarted and then canceled again, and they even had the that wrote the Uncharted games, and then that didn't even work.
What are they making money on?
Madden,
what is EA
FIFA.
making money on? I mean, yeah, but is that enough to sustain the size of a company like EA?
Yes.
I hope not.
I always wonder. I try to think about it. I'm like, Battlefield isn't that big. It's
the day they go
not Call
down,
of Duty
I
big,
tell you
so I
what,
don't understand.
I'm gonna be dancing naked in the streets.
We brought Call of Duty in.
Well, they're gonna the Battlefront should be out this year with the new Star Wars movie, so that'll get shown. I mean, I really think
Are they doing another Battlefront?
I would be shocked if they didn't.
I don't think they're gonna do another battle.
I don't think they're doing another one.
I feel the second one just came out, kind of.
No, they did the first one and second one both with the movies. So I'm just assuming they would. I guess if
I mean,
it'd be a trifecta of hate. People don't like the movies. People don't like. People don't like the game. Don't like EA. Kaboom.
Huh. So
I mean, I guess at this point we need to just jump into the third part.
Bethesda. Anyone care about Bethesda?
yeah, I
fuck
like
yeah.
the
What do we
Bethesda.
got? What do we have?
They're gonna show
Elder
off.
Scrolls.
They're gonna
Six.
show
Well, Elder
off,
Scrolls 6 was like announced like 2 years ago at this
Yeah, it was
point.
2 years ago.
No,
yeah.
they announced it. No, they announced it last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah, it was no 2
It
years.
was like
I
2
was
years
there.
ago.
I was in that conference.
Robert was there.
Fallout 76 ruined your day.
They showed
Alright,
Rage
so-
2. They showed Fallout 76. They showed.
And all that's out.
They showed the Doom.
Oh no, I guess Wolfenstein.
They announced Doom.
Oh,
They-
Doom Eternal. So they're gonna show that for
Doom
sure.
Eternal, yeah.
They showed the Wolfenstein Youngblood.
which comes out in July, I think.
Which no one cares about.
and no one, I mean, are they going to make jokes about their shitty, buggy Fallout 76 like they were making jokes about?
You know they're not going to even talk about
Well,
it.
you know they're gonna talk about Fallout 76. They're gonna show up more packs and shit.
They
Nobody
better
don't
not.
want that shit.
They're giving
They're
away
going to show it. They're going to show it.
the
giving that
Xbox
game
One
away.
X.
I mean, like a Game of the Year edition or something, just to try to say.
I don't think they'll even mention it because the Xbox One X bundle with Fallout 76 is $100 cheaper than the other Xbox One X's.
That's
We
pretty
have to
awesome.
give it away.
Why wouldn't you get that? Yeah.
They're just to try to get those off the shelves. I mean, there's no other reason that should be $100 cheaper, other than no one will buy
It's
it.
like, here's $100. Please take this game.
Basically,
That's pretty sad.
so they got a Elder Scrolls they had another game they teased, but I think they said that was a next gen game pretty far.
Yeah, that's going to be mentioned for a while.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a while.
I don't think that's this year. That
We-
may
We
be
haven't even
next.
got Elder Scrolls for iPad.
The Legends.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
in, it's in
Switch.
beta, I think. You know, it's in the beta is on several Androids at this
Yeah,
point.
not
I
Legends.
can't wait.
I wonder if that dude's gonna come out all smug. They spent the first like 12 minutes talking about Fallout
Todd?
76,
Todd,
and he's
Todd
so
is always
arrogant.
gonna-
But after
He's
this
always do that.
fucking reception and basically
Here's
disaster
the damn
that was
shame
Fallout
because-
76, we'll see if he's still that confident.
Good,
Thanks,
yo.
Crow Cat, because
It
every
looks
time I
really
see
good.
Todd Howard,
I guess
I just think of that song. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
it could also come out, I guess, with like a remake of a Fallout game, if nothing else.
Yeah,
God,
well,
they
a lot
didn't.
of people want New Vegas.
Oh, another remake. Yes, thank the maker. More remakes in the industry, please.
Saying, I mean,
How long was
God
last
damn.
year's?
like
It was like, wasn't it like 45 or something?
it was.
Yeah.
I think it was less.
Because this
It's like
says 37 minutes, and I can't find the Rage 2 footage scrolling through it.
Race 2 was the first thing, wasn't it?
I was gonna say, didn't it open?
Rage 2
with
came
that?
out. Did anybody care? I haven't really heard much.
Oh, that did come out.
Yeah, it's out.
Holy shit!
See? Exactly.
I haven't even seen a review for it pop
Jesus
up.
I
Christ!
haven't heard.
You were excited.
I wanted to pick it up, but I haven't yet.
Well, it's
I
the
haven't heard
open world
anything about
nature of
Rage
it.
2.
I was excited for it, but fucking hell, man, got 5 kids to
Yeah.
feed.
Well, I was excited for Rage 2 because it reminded me a lot of Borderlands, but now we got Borderlands 3 announced, and now I'm like, I can wait.
Fuck Rage 2.
So
I
essentially,
went to
I'm
the $20.
just put my stand. I was not excited for Race 2, so I didn't buy it. So yeah,
Oh, man, it'll be
Well, I'm not
dirt
gonna
cheap
buy
soon.
it.
Well, there was a lot of excitement. The game came out. Now it's a whimper. Nobody cares.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
get it
what's
on
confusing.
PC if I get it because it's 30 frames per second on PS4 and Xbox. I'm like, I know on Switch Doom played fine, but that type, I don't know. If I have the choice, I'm gonna buy it first on my PC when it's cheaper.
It's hard to get those open world games to around 60.
That's true.
Thing this year will probably be kind of a wash. Like you'll get like 1 or 2 announcements that might mean anything. Everything else will be kind of just like, oh, here's an update. Oh, here's some other factoids and stats and shit.
What's Cyberpunk going to be?
That'd be Microsoft.
That'll be shown at my.
No, I mean, it's going to be 30 frames or 60.
Oh, that'll be 30.
30.
It got to be 30. I mean,
100% 30.
Well, wasn't Witcher 30? I mean, I think for sure it'll be
Yeah.
30.
I'm just saying because it's an open
Wait,
world
what?
game. It's hard to get
30?
those. Yeah, Witcher 3
Witcher?
was 30.
People love saying, I don't play anything if it's not 60 fucking frames. Plenty of games still run at 30 these days.
Yeah, but
A
I
lot of them.
expected, the guys that made Doom and everything
It was like
to.
Spider-Man ran at 30, didn't it?
Everything PlayStation runs at 30. Every exclusive PlayStation exclusive runs at 30.
But it's pretty.
I know why, just because you didn't say it in a mean way. You said it in that
I
matter.
just wonder what would those games look like if they had Nintendo's policy for games that really should be 60. I wonder how much less impressive they'd be. Because I mean,
I don't think they would. I don't think they'd be that less impressive.
that's what I'm saying. The Switch, the games that give you the option between 30 and 60, it's not a huge hit. I mean, Mario Odyssey running at 60 looks pretty close to, if not better than a lot of the 30 frames per second type games that, like Ukulele, I'm pretty sure runs at 30 on the Switch.
it runs at 30.
Probably.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Bethesda, obviously Doom Eternal, they've already shown it enough. I don't need to see any more footage personally. That's just a day one. Just give me a release date. Elder Scrolls, they had that tease. I
said, how excited are we?
For what?
Microsoft about fucking Bethesda.
Oh yeah, wait.
I'm excited about
wait,
Bethesda,
we
but I
should
just
do
like watching the show.
Oh, yeah, we usually
expecting
do
giant
our-
reveals.
We usually do our score too.
Yeah, score 1 to 10. Yeah.
Give our excitement. We'll wait till the end and we'll do it for all.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
So I'm looking
People on the
at
edge of their seats for that shit.
I'm pretty excited.
for me, Bethesda's never even needs. I've none of their press conference left me with a feeling. Oh, they needed their own conference for sure for that. Like no,
yeah.
like nothing they've done so far in the 3 years they've done press conferences told me they needed their own press conference.
It's just that when you're big, you have to have your own conference. That's just how it works.
I'm a
EA
cool kid
decides.
now. Yeah. Yeah.
Who else? Square decided we're big enough. We can have
Square's
our own stuff.
Like,
Even though theirs is completely useless. It was completely useless.
it was a lot of retread.
Mhm. Are they doing one?
Yeah,
did?
probably.
Yeah,
Let me look. Hold on, let me get the schedule out
I'm
here.
pretty sure they are.
Oh yeah, Bethesda announced that Starfield was the name of that
Oh,
way off in the
Starfield.
future next gen game.
I'm
So-
excited for that one. I hope we get to see that this year.
What's going to come out first? That or Beyond
Yeah.
Good and Evil?
Our current E3 conferences we got is Microsoft, Bethesda, Devolver Digital, Ubisoft, Square Enix, and then Nintendo.
So what's coming first? Star. What is it called? Starfield or Beyond Good and Evil?
Well, they didn't even have anything but a title screen for that Star game.
But that doesn't mean it won't beat BG and E3.
No, I don't think it'll be at E3. I don't think so at all.
No. I said BG and E3. That's Beyond Good and Evil 3.
Oh yeah.
Why did I say 3? I don't know why. It's 2.
That completely.
It's
I've
not
been waiting
even
so
beyond.
long. I think I waited so long. I've been thinking it's a sequel.
They might as well just call it. They might as well just change the name. It's not even a fucking Beyond Good and Evil.
No, it's not. At this point, it's not even.
So Robert, you enjoyed Bethesda's last year. You were in the crowd. And you were entertained.
Yeah, I was entertained as hell.
But the content, I don't
But
think was very fulfilling.
A year later, you know, not that.
Looking back at it, it was pretty weak. So Retro, why don't you what do you think? Bethesda, what do you think is their big, other than Doom Eternal? Do you think they have a game that's going to wow people or take up most of the time?
Well, that's because I always like the Bethesda shows just because I think they're nice shows and you do always see something, but they already showed some of Doom Eternal, so I doubt it will be their main game, but I think it might be a big part. I think the big part might be a surprise or something. Maybe even the Star game. Maybe they'll show a first trailer of that or something. It's obvious they're not gonna show the Elder Scrolls 6. I want them to show it, but that shit is nowhere near done. We're 5 years from the launch of that game, I think. But I do think they're gonna have something because to me, especially last year, I know you guys don't really like Bethesda, but last year we got some of the Doom shit. We got 3 Elder Scrolls. We got the Elder Scrolls announcement, the Elder Scrolls Blaze thing. There was something else. I feel last year there was a lot of shit for Bethesda. I just don't think. I think it's gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna be the same level as last year.
I like Bethesda. I like good Bethesda. I like Doom and Elder Scrolls, and that's it.
I really like Fallout, but
it's good Bethesda.
You think they got another Fallout game?
I wouldn't even
after the Fallout from '76.
No, I think honestly, what they're gonna do, they're gonna have expansions of '76.
I don't know
why
anyone
you
cares.
That no one. They're not gonna spend their money on that.
I'm
There's not enough
telling
people playing that game.
I'm telling you, they're doing it.
All right.
No.
They're gonna release Fallout 77.
They're gonna have New Vegas remastered. That's the only thing Fallout.
Yep.
I think there's no way they're gonna promote 76.
Because I think the last 3 years they've done massive parts on Fallout, so I just hope they don't really do that.
Just looking at the critic scores is 4 and 5.
Yeah,
it sold 1 million copies on PS4, 1.3, but I just
Starlink's getting more DLC than that game is. You forget about that.
Yeah, so I guess let's go back to Microsoft and give our scale of 1 to 10 excitement. So clocked it. What is your excitement level for Microsoft's E3?
I am so fucking done with that company right now. I cannot give a flying fuck. 0 out of 10. No interest whatsoever.
God dang.
Let's go to Terrell next.
Terrell, you better say
you're
iconic to me.
Wait there. Let me just add to it. Let me just add to that quickly. All the stuff that I would want to see. All the stuff I'd want to see. A new Perfect Dark, Banjo, Jet Force Gemini, Battletoads, all these fucking games, right? I don't trust anyone in that studio or their surrounding studios to do any fucking good with those games. So that's why I have no excitement for them. I just don't trust them whatsoever. So that's why I'm not interested until they unless they blow my socks off. I'm not interested, and I just have to wait for that.
All right, Terrell.
So yeah.
I'm gonna do this in a metaphor. I'm gonna put a dead frog out of 10.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Dead toad.
Yeah, dead toad. Dead toad out of 10. I think the last year I gave it a -3 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, at least we're moving up, I guess.
That's how uninterested I was, and that was just to going into the show. And I think I was somewhat surprised only because of Was I? I don't even fucking remember.
I think you gave it a pretty decent score. Probably.
I was nicer to it than I probably should have been. But
the Japanese games they showed.
But the thing is, now I know what I'm gonna get. Like I literally know what they're gonna do. There might be like one or two maybe surprises, and everything else is pretty predictable. So I'm gonna just stick to my negatives. I'm gonna just put it at -5 because there's nothing. There's
even 2 more down. Now.
I can't think of any game they could possibly announce that would get me to be like, oh damn! Like it'll be now. To be fair, if we're being objective, it'll probably just be a mediocre showing like usual. But like. It's as far as excitement goes, there is no game I think they could announce that would get me excited at this point.
So wait, what is that?
It'll be on PC in a few weeks. No.
Wait, what was your score?
I'll get -5.
Wait, what happened to the
You
dead
went
frog?
2 notches further down.
Dead frog is a metaphor, but like if you want a real number, then it's -5.
-5.
All right, I'm actually, even though I haven't had much to say about this, I actually, because of some of the potential multiplats that could interest me, and possibly new hardware being announced, I feel like the show itself last year wasn't bad. It's just a bunch of games that, if I scored it on, like if Microsoft was trying to sell me on an Xbox, it was a 0. But what they actually showed in the flow of the show wasn't bad. So the show last year wasn't terrible. So I'm not like.
So now I'm confused. Are we scoring?
No, I'm just saying, like, when I scored the show itself.
Oh, you mean
back afterwards last year? So I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10, just because I'm looking forward to seeing some games and having hopefully a good pace and maybe some new hardware. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 on my excitement. About you, Retro Death?
I mean, I probably feel, as when we're talking about pure excitement, I'm probably as excited for the conference. I was excited to talk about them in this podcast, and I have you guys there to like at least make that fun. It's like I hope to see some Battletoads and shit. I hope to see some shit, but I mean that stuff I would like to see. When we're talking about pure excitement, it's like I'm just brain dead. I'm a 0. I couldn't care less. Because the thing that I hate about Microsoft, like last year, is like you said, they had a pretty good show, but I mean, remove the Microsoft name and could literally have been anybody else's fucking show. And I'm not looking forward to them talking a goddamn hour about fucking RAM and quad core and clouds and that kind of shit. So I'm just not excited for it.
Yeah, if I was like, someone's like, oh yeah, they're gonna focus on cloud gaming, then my excitement would be a -50. But I haven't heard that, so I don't know.
Sick of hearing about fucking Battletoads. That shit is more overrated than fucking Mock Rider for NES. Like
that's like medieval people acting excited
or
for
medieval. Yeah, like.
No, like I mentioned it because like I played it. I have like 3 brothers, and we used to play Battletoads a lot in my past. So it's actually something
NES?
that I played. Yeah, on the NES. Yeah, like, we actually played that a fuckload, and I have good memories of it. So I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do with it. I'm not saying it's like the best game ever, but I have a nostalgic attachment to it.
How far did you get past the speeder bike area?
Man, that's the same shit as saying the Adventures of Link is hard. I don't deal with that bullshit, man. Like, once you play a game when you're a kid, and that's all you play, eventually you get past it. People that now think it's hard are people like, hey, Jen's talking about Battletoads, let me play that. Yeah, it is hard because it never fucking touched an NES controller.
I thought it was hard back then, and I just
but
I played it a lot.
People make it out to be.
I just said, fuck it, I'm done playing this bullshit.
I've never. I mean, I like Battletoads on a SNES, right? I thought it looked gorgeous. Yeah, the great soundtrack.
I didn't know there was one on the SNES.
Yeah,
Battletoads.
There's a couple games. It's like a crossover, Double Dragon too.
Yeah, it's a good game, but I couldn't do the speeder bike. I still say to this day that there are no levels after that speeder bike level. Because
as far as I'm concerned, that game ended at the speeder bike level.
And I hate it because of that. Yeah,
all right,
T. Battletoads. Sorry, Battletoads. I bet it ends up like Streets of Rage 4. I bet it does.
Yeah. No. Don't put in that category. I want to preface this by saying, I want to preface my score by saying it is not my fault. It is Microsoft's fault that my anticipation level isn't very high for their conference because, like you said, they've been doing the Kumbaya thing. They haven't really shown much to get people excited about buying their box, and that's what compels me to buy a box is what you got that nobody else has. So, and that's always been the way I am, and I'll always be that way. So this whole Kumbaya thing doesn't excite me at all. But most of my excitement is coming from what will they give to Nintendo. So if they give Nintendo anything. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. And that 3 is for the syllables in Microsoft, the word Microsoft.
The fucking
Microsoft has 3 syllables. Microsoft had 3 syllables, so I'm giving them a 3 out of 10.
All right, so I'm the highest right now. Robert, come on, you can do it. You can be more excited.
Oh, of course. In the end of the day, it's E3, and I'm excited. Not that excited, but I'm, when I think, I try to put myself in my seat and turning on the Microsoft conference, I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm pretty excited. I'm like, all right, excited. Is that like I'm half excited? It's nothing too crazy.
In the middle, meandering, like I'm.
It's kind of just like, you know what? I'm gonna give him a 5.5.
I'm gonna give him a eh.
I'm like in the middle. I'm like, I'm there. I'm watching it, but I'm not really looking forward to anything. But God, if I don't like E3, I just want to watch it regardless.
I mean, they for me especially, there is a wild card factor, but I'm just not falling for that shit this year. Will they announce a new game and a rare IP? I don't believe it's going to happen, really. I kind of think it might. Well, I'm tired of fooling myself every year.
Well, it's literally every year.
So, every year. I'm like, oh, they're going to new Jet Force coming. Fuck you. A new Banjo. Not really. Oh, Conquer. Oh, they just talked about how they're going to do part 2. They never did. Great.
They already screwed up the Jet Force thing anyway. Like Rico should have just been.
Rico should have just been Jet Force.
That could have been Jet Force too.
Right.
Easily.
It should have been, and they fucked that up. So,
I'm just saying, it blows my mind that Microsoft's press conference is like as long as like a fucking Marvel movie. It's like Jesus,
and a bad one, like like Thor 2.
Yeah, Thor.
Probably a announced grabbed by the Ghoulies 2 or something like that.
No,
I'm watching Battletoads on the Super NES. That's the one I played. I just forgot it was the Super NES. Because I'm watching that where you're on the speed bike thing going down that yellow, goopy looking path.
It looks cool.
But the beginning of I guess, you guys know how I am with beat 'em ups. That beginning it's so fucking. 2 guys come out and he just hits him with his big fist or his big
it
shoe.
gets boring after a while.
It's just like fucking trash. So even if they make another one, it's like, who cares? Games. What's it gonna be? What is the new Battletoads gonna be?
It's gonna be codes in it. The fuck you mean?
Is it gonna
Unless
be a 3D
they completely
fighter?
change the perspective and make it something. No, that's the only way it could be exciting. If they're just gonna do,
they can't just do a beat 'em up,
side-scrolling beat 'em up.
No,
which is probably what they're doing.
It was going to be 2D.
It's going to be. Yeah, that's what the thing was saying. So, side-scrolling beat 'em up. That's Battletoads in 2019. I don't care.
I don't care what people say. Their excitement's fake if they're trying to sound excited.
Streets of Rage is different. Like I said, it's a different tier of fandom with that game. But Battletoads. Nah.
Look at how fast this is going. Like, who the hell could? I guarantee I didn't finish the stage. Guarantee it.
We should, like I said, we probably should just mention also some of the other third parties like Square Enix and Capcom about what they might, because I don't expect anything to do. Capcom's kind of a weird situation because they've kind of been pretty consistent with most of their IPs as of recently.
Well, you just mentioned EA. I just want to say this real quick.
Go ahead.
How the fuck can EA get away with giving Switch only FIFA, the hottest fucking console on the planet, get away with that? There's no media outlet challenging them on this or at all. Nobody's saying, well, what the hell are you guys doing? How are you just putting out FIFA on the most popular console out there right now? How are they getting away?
The shareholders not saying
or shareholder or anybody, especially because they're about money. How can they get away with this?
Can I piggyback off of that for a second?
Sure.
One thing I do appreciate about the Switch selling well, even if it doesn't necessarily have the library a lot some Nintendo fans want, but it's getting there obviously. Now the Nintendo conspiracy doesn't seem like a fucking conspiracy anymore.
Hey, thank you. Yeah,
because it's like now you literally have no
excuse.
reason.
And look at Mortal Kombat 11 chop the
like
because you have big companies who are just saying, all right, well, we'll make concessions. I'm not happy about it, but you at least have those people doing that stuff.
Did
to
you
be out doing nothing?
Speaking of Switch, did you hear that Team Sonic Racing cut out the cool CG intro?
Yeah.
But it supposedly was due to cart size.
So let people choose to download if they want to download that or something. Like
people were saying that they should patch it in or something if they want to really have it, but I don't really care about that.
I mean, you're only going to watch it once, but
right.
I was actually
watch it on YouTube. I don't care.
I've watched Sonic Racing Transform several times because I like the transforming vehicles.
Retro, you're fucking weird.
But that's a concession that
that's
a concession I can live with. And then, I mean, might as well at least give people an option if they want to. They want to download it, you know.
Does that confirm that? Does that confirm that? I guess the 8 gig cards are the standard now.
I didn't see what the file size was. Anybody got their Switch?
It's 7 gigs. It's like 7 gigs.
So yeah, they wanted to stay with the 8. I thought 16 was, but
comparable to Blu-ray.
I heard reports that the price went up because of some manufacturing defect that cost a lot of.
Wait, the game is 7 gigs on an 8 gig card. You're not telling me that fucking intro movie is like a gig?
Yeah, it could be. It's very possible.
Sonic is pretty good about it.
It is a $40 game, though, right?
It's a very high render. It looks pretty. Pretty clean.
I will say, Switch Up's review almost talked me into buying the game. He likes it more Mario Kart, which I'm not going to believe that, but
well, I've heard people say that about Crash
Transformed.
Team. It was comparable to. I'm like, get out of here.
I said, and I stand by it, that I think All-Star Racing Transformed on me was on the same level as enjoyment and quality and fun, also online as Mario Kart 8, and I stand by that.
You're known for saying controversial things, so I don't know if it's just you being controversial.
No, they have franchises together. It looked amazing. It was hard as balls. The transforming shit was super well integrated. I had so much fucking fun with that game.
I played the demo, and it did inspire me to buy the game, but
I wasn't super interested in that one.
I'll half agree with Retro. You know, just go back to that game. It was, you know, the levels were great on there. You know, it had the Panzer Dragoon level. I was fucking already sold. You know, the game controlled well. It controlled like Outrun, which was great, and it had loads of characters. It didn't have the quality of Mario Kart. That's the only problem. You know, you could tell that it didn't.
Polish.
It was still. Yeah, it did have to polish, you know, the quality, but it's still a really fun fucking race. I mean, like that afterburner level where you fucking power around your car, then you take off, you're fucking flying over the ocean, you land on the aircraft. Oh, fucking hell. There's some really good fucking levels in that game. All that's gone now into it, but Sonic Racing.
So I don't know. I had to look more into Team Sonic Racing's like multiplayer online if it's like. Is it just doing the same thing over and over? What modes are there? But if a couple people buy it, I would kind of thinking I might pick it up. So for the Switch. But anyway, let's get back onto the E3 Bethesda. Let's give our scores for our excitement. I'm gonna go first, only because of Doom. Is it getting above a 0 for Bethesda? But the fact that we've already seen like 45 minutes of Doom Eternal and I'm already sold. I honestly. All they need to do is give me a release date. I don't need to see another second of footage, and it's a day one purchase. So they got that up to, they got that. So I guess just because of that, I got to give it a 4 out of 10 as well as Microsoft's. If we hadn't seen footage of it yet, then my excitement would be like an 8 out of 10. But we've already seen extensive gameplay of the game, and so they're going to show some cool stuff. I guarantee it, but. It's not enough to get excited for. So let's go in reverse. Or I won't be reverse order. But Robert, why don't you go next? Bethesda.
I'm gonna give Bethesda a 4.
No, you're not.
10. The reason is because it's still E3, so I'm still always got that little excitement, but. Microsoft, I just like to see better because I know they're gonna at least show off more games.
Stop edging shit up just because it's E3. Just give them the credit.
Some of us just like watching
their own.
shows.
I don't know. It's
a 4 from Robert though. That's pretty. That's pretty low. So that's almost like a 0 from most people.
Yeah.
All right, Terrell, what's your excitement level for Bethesda?
0 out of 10. I just don't. There's nothing they have that it interests me personally.
All right.
It's like no waifu, no game.
Goose egg.
Yeah, you say that, but hey, listen, Square Enix was fucking garbage last year. So didn't do me any favors.
All right, I clocked it.
Yeah.
His opinion doesn't count. Next.
I watched this really, really good video earlier. I think it was titled something like "Broken Gamers equals broken games," and that's pretty much every Bethesda fan. You know, if anyone likes Bethesda, they're a broken gamer, which is why they got broken games, and I got no sympathy whatsoever. Minus 100 out of whatever, a fucking million. They're gash, they're trash. Fuck Bethesda, they ain't got shit. Oh, so yeah, I'm not really interested. Sorry.
Ouch.
You gonna watch it? You think or not?
He's talking about me.
I'll watch it. Fuck. I've never. My magic with Bethesda went a long fucking time ago, when my eyes become open, and I was just like, no.
It's kind of like
when you woke up from the Matrix and you're in this shitty ass world.
Yeah, exactly. And I woke up in a shitty ass world. I was like, holy shit, this is life. People are supporting this company. Look what we got.
All right.
Yeah. So no, get that much.
All right, T. What's your excitement level for Bethesda? Oh, he's muted. Retro. I saved you. I was gonna save you for last, but T's something must come up. So Retro, what's your excitement level for Bethesda this year?
Well, we always know like I'm the negative one around here and shit. My excitement level for Bethesda is seriously like an 8. Like I'm basing this off last year and the year before that. So far, every year they became bigger and better. They've entertained me. They've shown me more and more. So even when I'm afraid they don't have a lot to show, I'm still putting them high enough that I'm expecting to see a lot. And they're always my second favorite show, so I'm super excited for what they can bring.
All right. And once T gets back.
Yeah, sorry. Could I just say, when we were talking about Bethesda, I literally mean them as a developer only. You know, I'm like really excited about like, Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal and stuff, whatever. But Bethesda themselves, they can fuck off. So yeah.
Somebody mute this guy already.
Other stuff will be there. You know, from id Software and whatever. But you know, got a T-shirt in now. I think you come back with it.
T, why don't you give us your excitement level?
I'm gonna give them 6. I believe. I'm hoping they'll show some more on Elder Scrolls. They probably won't, but hopefully they will. Doom, obviously, and I have a feeling, gut feeling that they're gonna either show a new game or put some life into an old IP, an old id IP or something like that. I'm thinking.
When you're saying that, you have a very specific idea in mind.
Well, I don't actually have a specific.
Well,
idea.
they have something for Switch. I mean, they haven't announced any new Switch games in a while.
Well, they got Elder Scrolls, swipe your Switch screen coming, so there's that, and then they have obviously Doom and Wolfenstein have both been announced.
Oh yeah.
So even though it's not going to be on a cartridge or anything.
Didn't they also say that the new Doom was going to be on Switch? Didn't they already confirm that?
Yeah, I meant like a game we don't know is coming.
Oh,
that's part of the reason why I thought they were going to do a remake of a Fallout game or something. Because that I would think.
Right, that's what I was thinking, that if they remade New Vegas, it'd probably be on Switch.
Yeah.
That would be an easy pick for me. But I think they're going to throw in maybe something from id's past or something. I think we're going to get Daikatana 2. No.
I always liked that game. I got stuck at one point and I never played it again.
Yeah.
But you did like
it. It's kind of like Battletoads.
That's a completely unrelated.
Kind of like, so I got that stuck on that stupid speeder part and quit that game forever. Done. But yeah, I think they might, because they're trying to, Bethesda's somewhat big, and I think they're trying to spread their wings a little bit. I think they'll try to expand it by bringing a new IP or something like that as well.
All right, so Ubisoft, however you want to say it. Last year they had the Star Fox, so got Nintendo fans excited. They had for me, I was excited for the Trials Rising surprise announcement. I was excited about the Switch version until it actually.
He went out and bought the worst version.
So we actually saw. I got the played the demo, but I think they'll definitely have another Switch title, and I'm not sure. Beyond Good and Evil 2, obviously, I think it's gonna get shown again. They're gonna just
pirate game, Skull and
the Skull and whatever one's gonna be shown again. I don't know what else they can do other than some Division 2. Like
there was a game leaked, kind of.
Was there?
Yeah, it's like a roller rink game that was currently.
Oh yeah, that roller derby looking game.
There's been footage, and there's been listings. I think it's supposed to be, what is it, Switch, PS4, and
yeah.
I think it's supposed to be on pretty much everything.
How are they letting all this shit get leaked out? That happened with Mario plus Rabbids too. Like,
there's also like weird rumors going. Well, this is somewhat related. There's also weird rumors going around with Witcher 3 supposedly going to be on Switch. I've been seeing that a lot today.
Oh, yeah, I love it how like a couple of days ago we were like, there's no rumors yet, and from one day to the other, there's rumors of every fucking single company out there.
Yeah, it's insane.
Which is.
Hey, I'm always down for rumors, yo.
That's an old rumor, though.
Hey, listen, you know what you're going to get? Everybody on fucking YouTube doing the thinking pose and the thumbnails talking about, I wonder what's coming out of you.
They're thinking about the white border around their bodies, the white border outline.
Some people like they're sucking dick in their thumbnails.
Obi-Wan. Yeah, I said your name. I said it. I ain't scared.
He needs to just close his mouth, yo.
I feel like I missed something.
There's only so much semen you can have at one time. Right?
How do you get your jaw muscles to do that shit?
It's like juice leaves for a second.
I don't know what the hell you guys.
It's like the juice actually went loose there.
How do you get your jaw muscles to do that? Huh?
Oh, you talk about Obi-Wan or something?
See, you know, it's you got the surgery of the jaws.
How does it make a perfect circle? I don't know.
Yo,
I'm sure he's got an E3 leak thumbnail right now.
The 12 days of E3 Christmas. Remember that shit?
We're talking about they're already doing their E3 videos, and it's all everyone either in thinking poses or dick in their thumbnails. Whichever one comes.
12 days of Switchmas. Remember how well that turned out?
Let me go to Obi-Wan's channel. I want to see his E3 thumbnail.
Don't do this.
I gotta see it.
It's probably green with an Xbox logo now.
No, I think it's the Nintendo one.
They switch back
because that whole
Pokemon Direct announced and more, and he's got his hand covering his mouth. But the Witcher 3,
he's got to keep all the semen in.
He's got the same photo. It's just, is it the same photo each time? No, it's different. He does that same pose over and over.
I'd be surprised if he played one Pokemon game. Like, get the fuck out.
I think he played. I think he probably played Let's Go, bro.
You know those horror movies where the creature can open its mouth way wider than humanly possible. That's what some of these thumbnails look like. Like they did it with the Mummy and stuff, where you go like a foot wide and it just looks stupid. But it's like Jesus Christ.
Horror that's when what was the thing in the 2000s.
Witcher 3 coming to Nintendo Switch.
Why do you?
That's gonna look like trash.
Right, but like, it's not gonna look good. I don't think. Like, why would you even care?
Yeah. Why not?
If you care about that game, you should have bought it by now.
They might as well bring it.
Might as well.
Might as well. Why not?
People will buy it.
Bring Cyberpunk while you're at it. Put it on 5 cartridges. It's gonna be on 5 carts.
Somebody has a Witcher 3 lowest settings video, and it's so they could definitely port it to the Switch.
Oh, it's possible. I think it could run on Switch, but it could be running with a broken leg.
Oh Lord! So
literally running off a potato.
All those cutscenes, man.
What?
God, there's a lot of cutscenes.
Those could be just pre-rendered. Those could just be videos.
No, they're in game.
Well, pre-rendered takes
No,
more.
I'm talking about like what they'll do.
But that
like
takes more space.
They did it for a few games on Switch where they turned the.
You know what? That's a thing. This is a thing. What the hell?
No, they did it in Hellblade, didn't they?
Well, they took the pre-rendered and made it like in game.
No, they made it. They made it. They just recorded it, and it actually the file size was like way bigger than the PS4 version because of the pre-recorded video instead of using the game engine. So it looked good.
Oh, this is the lowest.
Oh, because that matters more than.
Jeez, yo, you can go so low to the point where it just becomes like on a calculator.
Holy shit. That's not on a cart.
Yeah, the Witcher 3 and these settings are ridiculously low. It's so funny. It's so bare. It's like he's walking around the N64 world.
Literally, it's crazy. Holy crap.
Like what's that game? Evolve?
Oh God, don't do that.
What's that game?
Yeah, the Ark.
Ark, yeah, that's
you do Ark.
It looks like a different. It literally looks like a different art style.
It's funny as shit. I've clicked it in the live chat. It's actually pretty funny once you get halfway into it. But yeah, getting back to what Terrell said, if they do pre-render, then that increases the file size. If you do in-game, then it looks bad. That's why for Hellblade they did it so actually the cutscenes look way better than, and some people actually thought it was indicative of the game, which I made a few videos about. But
that's because of the Witcher 3 video that you guys posted. Let's not forget that the Elder Scrolls remastered version looks really fucking good on Switch. The Witcher 3 doesn't need to look like that.
The Witcher 3 was never on the Xbox 360 though, or PS3 generation.
Witcher 2 was.
How'd The Witcher 2 look on the Xbox?
Because looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it was the enhanced edition on it as well, which I had on Steam. It's still a good looking game.
Yeah,
let's look. Good. That'll be a pretty close gauge of.
It literally looks like a different game, yo.
Well, I mean, that's just an estimation based on.
It's like someone was.
No, I doubt this would. I mean, if it looks like this, if it
I
just
can't
look like this
crap to load,
it would be like literally. It would be like I don't know.
Robert, you would play.
Not going to make it look like that.
Yeah, The Witcher. I'm looking at The Witcher 2 on the Xbox, and it's pretty low quality. Your mind probably remembers it looking better, but it's not terrible. It's just
a couple months ago that I played it.
To be honest, I would actually play like this Witcher 3 the way it looks.
IGN has that low of capture quality. It's like it looks like it's a 360p video on IGN. It's like
I can't. I'm on my phone. I can't get it to play the video.
So Ubisoft. Let's get back to Ubisoft. Will they try a third year in a row to do another the Mario plus Rabbids, the Star Fox and Starlink? Will they try to somehow do that for a third year, get Nintendo fans excited?
They can't. There's not. I think they literally stopped. I think they're done with Mario Rabbids. And
I'm saying yes.
Starlink maybe, but I doubt it.
No, I mean, do they another game that's like another surprise like that?
I'm saying
for Nintendo fans.
Maybe if it's a Rayman game, that'd be the only game I can think of.
I think it was at least right now.
They burned us with a Rayman game on the Wii U. Remember that?
Hey, listen, we don't listen. The game. I still played it on my Nintendo console.
I think they want to have an excuse to try to get Miyamoto up on stage every year.
Yeah,
now.
they're gonna try to
just carry him on his fucking shoulders.
Show a guy
who's hoisted on our shoulders.
Who's getting emotional because his game. He got to work with Nintendo. You know, I don't think they have that in them again for a third year.
To be fair, that wasn't like planned. That shit just kind of happened.
No, I'm just saying. I just don't. I wonder if they have another partnership.
I mean, they already did start.
It's like someone had a cue card out in the background. Hey, You cry at 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Wait for it. Camera switch. Go ahead, do it. Do it.
They already developed the game Star Fox Racing, so they don't need to do anything else.
Like I said, I think we got that roller derby game will probably be announced.
Will they tease or show Watch Dogs 3 running on next gen?
Oh, Watch Dogs.
I don't even think. I don't think they did well enough to justify keep going.
Does anyone care?
Well, they confirmed it's a next gen title.
What?
They were making a Watch Dogs 3. I guess.
So would they show it and actually admit this is next gen? This isn't. We're not trying to fool you.
What a disappointing series.
I'm gonna say
I know.
After all that promise.
I couldn't even get into the second one.
I didn't know they
either.
I didn't realize they already acknowledged they were making.
Yeah, they said it would be a next gen.
I thought I was getting a deal when I bought it. It was $20.
That's when I bought it for 20.
Because you announced it and I was like, oh, let me get that 20. Yeah, I barely touched that damn game.
Yeah, it's just a GTA wannabe so bad.
So we're gonna assume we're getting another Assassin's Creed again.
Yeah, or maybe
3.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 4 remastered.
Well, that's the one people would have wanted, though.
They should just remaster all of them again.
Well, that one just come out with a trilogy.
No, they should just remaster Assassin's Creed 3 again, the remastered version. So
remaster the remaster.
Remastered.
You're a bastard. Is what you
The
are.
bastard remaster.
Maybe they should actually put the remastered version on the Switch instead of just the 360 PS3 version.
Hey, listen. Ubisoft is pretty inconsistent.
And you know what's funny? It makes no sense. Assassin's Creed 3 runs at 1080p, and the Liberty, the Vita game, runs at 900p on the Switch.
I don't get that
with
one.
lesser visuals.
Because the Vita game is.
It seems like it would be the easier to bump up.
Well, I just think they didn't put a whole lot of work into it.
Oh, that's probably true.
And hey, Tom Long, he's obsessed with it. He's addicted to Assassin's Creed 3, everyone, because
even though he didn't care for the game before.
You know what you call that? You know what you call that? You call it being a stupid fuck. That's better.
Oh wow, I'll go that far. I like Sean. Sean's cool.
It's because it's on the Switch, and the Switch.
I don't co-sign with that thinking post.
It's the same game, but it's on the Switch now, so it's.
He lost me on that one, but otherwise, he's cool with me.
Splinter Cell, that's a series that's highly overrated. I hate that last Splinter Cell game. Was so terrible.
Supposedly, Ubisoft has no plans for that this year. Anyway,
God, that's such a. Just the opening
they
section.
ran that series into the ground, man.
It's just
like most of their
Just Dance. They're gonna show up Just Dance.
Well, that's not anything we care about, Robert.
Yeah, but we get a little dancing.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
probably still making a Wii version.
Yeah.
Let's see what was the last Just Dance 18?
Oh,
19.
2018.
19. Come on.
Or 19. I don't know what it.
It's like they're like cars.
Let's see how that's Just Dance 2018 Switch version, Wii version, PS4. Let's see what the Wii version sold.
It's sold better than you probably would think.
Yeah,
it's sold
insane.
400,000 copies.
That's insane.
Shit.
That's still way too good.
The Switch version. What do you think the Switch version sold?
Less.
2 million.
I don't know.
I'm waiting for this stupid page to load.
What is it, like 200,000 probably?
300,000.
I'll tell you in a second.
It's been a second.
Wait, so was there a Wii U version?
No, there might have been actually.
Because I'm gonna say, maybe,
2018 had a Wii U version.
Yeah.
Wow, and you know the Wii U version didn't do that well.
So the Switch version sold. What were you guys' guesses?
I said 200,000.
300,000.
I said 2 million.
760,000.
Wow.
All right.
3/4 of a mil.
I expected to be.
Really? I'm thinking.
The Wii U version was probably like 20,000.
If
That's sad when you.
I would say 100,000.
No, 170,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say
close.
100.
I was close.
That's crazy.
So you wonder why? Wow, that just shows you how bad the Wii U did on the Wii version.
They announced 13 remastered for consoles, didn't they? So that's coming.
What?
What?
13?
13 what?
Ubisoft.
Was that Ubisoft?
That's the name of the
The
game.
shooter on the game.
It's updated first-person shooter.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
that's right.
GameCube,
13. Yeah.
I don't know the fuck that is. Let me Google.
It's like a cartoony comic book style.
It's based on a French comic, I think.
I have the Xbox game.
It's an X and three eyes.
Oh, that's why I didn't recognize.
Well, I think I have it on GameCube. Yeah, I have the GameCube.
Yeah, they had that teaser.
They really put Just Dance on everything. They even have it on 360 and shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, Just Dance been around a while, bro.
Just Dance will never die, yeah.
Oh,
that shit has outlasted like Rock Band and shit. That blows me away.
And it somehow just keeps
13,
selling.
that was a cool game. I mean, I don't know why you want to remaster that one. That's out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. It's so crazy though. Like, I'm so much more excited for the Mario Maker Invitational than I am for all these other companies' entire E3 press conferences.
Are we still talking about Xbox?
No, we're talking about fucking Ubisoft. I just saw something about Mario Maker 2. I'm like, that Invitational.
The only conference that has the potential to make me excited is Squares, but I have a sneaking suspicion.
Well, because of Avengers, bang.
No, the fucking Avengers, right?
That game ain't gonna be good.
Because Square has been talking about how they have a Nintendo Switch scene, so I'm curious if we're gonna hear anything about any game.
Aren't they making Onanaki? Isn't that them?
Onanaki.
Yep.
Is that? Yeah, that is them.
Yeah.
They just showed they had a new trailer for that. Didn't show a whole lot more, but it still reminded me.
That's
I'm hoping it's
favorite game.
Most people are hoping they're hoping it's a sequel to they're hoping it's the third game in a trilogy for like Bravely Default, because
game.
Tell them that it's not.
That was the 3DS game that a lot of people like. They brought out the sequel, and then apparently they changed their Twitter like a few months ago that had a lot of rumors of, they're making a third one, but like nothing ever came of it. So a lot of fans are like, I don't know.
Well, they did.
Bravely was confirmed as a trilogy, I think, from the start.
Yeah, but we don't. We still need an announcement.
But
for the
didn't
game.
Didn't they make that other RPG from last year that's coming to PC?
What you about Octopath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That other RPG. That's how you refer to Octopath.
Yeah,
I couldn't think of it.
Which actually will be out on PC in another week or so, I think.
And PS. No.
It's like the 7th of June. So there's Square that, because a bunch of the other games they were talking about already came out. Like Tomb Raider's already out.
And PC are getting the No More Heroes Travis Strikes Down.
That's not really a surprise or a shock. He put the second game on PS3.
Yeah.
That means it didn't do well.
Why isn't he putting the first two on the Switch though? Like,
well, he didn't do it. That was Ubisoft.
Oh, that's right.
Also, yeah.
So, excitement level for Ubisoft. Let's start with Terrell.
I don't know, like a fucking 2, 3, maybe. I just think there's not a lot there. The only thing that can make me excited is like a new Rayman.
I know this makes no sense, yo, but I'm at an 8.
Man, get the fuck out of here. What? Are you drunk?
You're gonna get a new Rabbids Go Home.
The reason is, well, yeah. There's always a hope.
Robert, I'm going to bet with you. If there's a new Rabbids game before there's a new Rayman game, I will videotape myself shattering. I'm trying to think of something important that I could shatter.
Your
PS4?
No, hell no. Maybe like
your TV.
Okay, no, right.
That's your favorite amiibo.
Your leg.
Shattered that bitch on live.
You know what? We're not taking best of Robert. Fuck all that bullshit.
All right, so
no,
Robert.
but I think the reason is because there's always like, I don't know. Out of all of them, I like Ubisoft. They're always very fun, and they always like, they show a variety of at least genres. So I like to see what they're gonna show, and also there's always a chance. What if a Rabbids Go Home gets announced one day? You never know.
All right, Retro Death, what's your level for Ubisoft?
I'll put Ubisoft at a 6 because they can always surprise you with good shit, which I'm hoping for, but they always bring me so down with the fucking dancing bullshit that every time I'm watching that conference, I'm afraid they're gonna start fucking dancing. I can't put more than a 6 in there.
Yeah, but they always dance it the first time. Like, it's always the very first thing, so they get over with it.
Yeah, and that's worth like a 4, and my hype for other shit puts it up to a 6.
Bring back Aisha Tyler, please.
Oh fuck
that shit! Oh god!
They just barely got me on the positives again. I'm looking forward to this watching it.
She's a big chocolate gazelle. She's just going.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
All right, T, what's your excitement for Ubisoft?
I'm gonna Ubisoft at 7. Ubisoft, like somebody, was it Robert just mentioned? They have nice variety in their games. I always appreciate that. They can go from Ghost Recon to Rabbits Go Home. So there is some cool variety there. I think they will, and they've always supported Nintendo pretty well. So there's some excitement there. I think they might actually I think they will do some new partnership type of deal. Maybe it might be another Rabbids game. Rabbids did do well, Mario plus Rabbids. So maybe we'll get a sequel to that. That'd be cool.
Where's that steep port though?
What?
Steep.
Steve.
Hey, Redout came out. So
Redout, I was
Steep
gonna
might-
say Redout beat Steep somehow. I don't know. Obviously, that's not happening. But I feel like they're gonna put out something because they do think outside of the box. They're one of the few big third-party companies that think outside of the box and try to do something different every once in a while. Even that rollerblade game. I mean, who the hell's coming up with a rollerblade game in 2019? That's out of left field, and I like that kind of stuff.
So Robert, what would you rather have? Like Rabbits Go Home, a new game, or like a rabbit for Smash?
Oh,
No,
God.
I'd just go home because in the end of the day, I'd rather have a full game than a character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
expect a fast reply.
All right, I clocked it.
Yeah, I'm a bit more excited for Ubisoft. I'll probably give them a 6 as well. I think like T said, their shows are all right. They could have their unstable moments, but overall they do show, they do show good variety of stuff. And I think we are overdue a main Rayman game. I would not be surprised if that turned up. I still kind of always hope for the new Prince of Persia, because I have enjoyed all their Prince of Persia games. So. That'll be up there. And I think they also mentioned, I believe Child of Light 2 is coming as well. And I did like the first game. That had a really good battle system, quite similar to like Grandia 2 and stuff like that. So, I probably look forward to that. But yeah, I give them a 6. I think they might surprise us again. As in terms of working with Nintendo, I think we're definitely going to see something unique for the Switch, from them. So, yeah. A bit more excited for these guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 6 as well. And I've been saying this for the last few years. I'd love to see new Prince of Persia, and I think a new Rayman game's possible. I know Legends, once it went multi-plat, it actually sold on the PS4. It actually sold 1.5 million. On the Switch, it was almost 800,000. And then the Wii U was the third best seller at 700,000. So I mean, a couple million. I'm guessing that game's not a huge budget, so I wouldn't be surprised. And I think they will do some kind of working with Nintendo on something, and I think it's going to be cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't want to get super overhyped.
How much did it sell on Switch?
About 800,000 according to VG charts.
That's more than I thought it did.
Wow.
I mean, that's VG charts. I don't know how accurate, but
it's another lazy ass port.
Or 700,000. Sorry. Still.
They'll come back and say it was 70.
Yeah, that was definitely. What was it about that game that the loading times are like way longer for no reason?
They fucked the loading times, and I think the frame pacing was off.
They might have improved the loading, but so since we're still got some time left, we're talking about Ubisoft. T made a video earlier in the week, or last week, I mean, and so it got me thinking. His banjo in Smash. And you guys know how much I've always been against like Rayman in Smash, but since we're talking about Ubisoft, I would honestly say I feel Rayman. I'd rather see Rayman in Smash before Banjo, and I figured we could discuss that if you guys feel the same or different. So I think Banjo would have a cool moveset, probably cooler than Rayman's, but I just think Rayman's had more games and more. I don't know. It just feels.
Well, Banjo only has 3 games in total, one of which is a fucking driving spinoff.
Yeah, with 2 of the greatest 2D platformers or 3D platformers all the time.
Hey, listen, some people would argue that, all right?
So
Some people ain't never played that shit.
I don't like that argument as well, where where people will say like they only have 1 or 2 games. There's only one perfect dark game. There's only one GoldenEye game.
It's perfection.
It shouldn't matter how many games it got. It should just be that individual
But I
game
wouldn't.
and the impact that it had.
I wouldn't want to join a dark
Joker,
and Smash.
Joker
So.
is in Smash, so
That's true. That's true.
No,
So
That to me ain't the same thing. I may not agree with it, but that to me, Joker isn't the same thing because that to me represents Persona or Shin Megami
yeah, but
Tensei.
it doesn't to me.
I'm saying that one is debatable.
One character's been in one of the games. To me, doesn't represent the franchise.
what's the debate we having now?
So between Rayman and Banjo, who would you rather see, and which one do you think is more likely?
I think Banjo would be more fun. That's the problem.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same with his moveset.
Yeah, but I think Banjo's got a lot more moves than Rayman. Rayman can still be a cool character. He's got his helicopter hair. You could throw not just his fists, but like in Rayman 2, he actually throws lums, like balls of light.
Mm-hmm.
They could bring that in. He's got quite a lot of different moves. But Banjo, I mean, with Kazooie as well, they shoot eggs from front and behind. That could be hilarious on the edge, and you're fighting out eggs. You're fighting out eggs and stuff, then trying to box someone off the ledge. That could be fucking hilarious. And you got the transformations, and if they decide to add in transformations, when Mumbo Jumbo
Final
comes in
Smash being a Jinjo attack. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
I don't know. I think Rayman should get a slot.
Rayman's probably more likely.
Rayman probably would deserve it in terms of his legacy.
Rayman.
We ain't gonna go to the deserving now because that's a whole. We can look at the whole roster.
How would you?
Dude,
Okay,
Rayman,
right, wait, home. Just make sure.
because of Rayman, Rabbids Go Home is a game, and that's
All
why.
right, no, shut up, yo.
That's why I deserve.
All right, listen, Juice. When you phrase the question again, but so I understand the context before I make my statement.
I just think I simplified it. Who would you rather have, and who do you think is more likely?
I think both questions. I think would.
I'd rather have Shantae. We're gonna be real.
Come on.
Man,
I don't give a fuck with you.
Stick to the format.
I think Shantae's even less likely.
Shut up.
That's the same as like saying I choose both. No, bitch, make a choice.
Don't tell me what to do.
See, I would rather
I've
have
had this conversation. I'm not pro-choice.
Oh no.
just based on the move set. I would rather have Banjo, but just me personally, I think Rayman deserves it more. I don't know, but I'm not a lover of either, so I'm kind of, I don't really have a horse in the race, but I think Rayman makes more sense. Or more likely, not more sense.
I have no nostalgic value to either of them. I never played Rayman a lot when I was younger, and even Banjo-Kazooie, I only have them since about 10 years, I think, the game and stuff. But I would choose Banjo for several reasons. One, he feels more colorful, more happy. I don't know. Rayman has like this fucking baggage attached to it now, ever since the Wii U and shit. I don't know. It has like this negative baggage attached to it. I think. What?
You mean the character has baggage too?
Yeah, when I think of Rayman now, like and shit, and Rayman new game, and I my first thought, and it's sad, is like, man, those bastards really fucked us over with the Wii U and shit. Like it's just attached to it now. Like
Retro has not gotten over it, man.
You're like in the minority with that. Like most people don't.
And on top of that, like how for me, Rayman has like that negative baggage. Banjo has like positive baggage in the sense where you would actually have. I mean. It's like the history might be with Nintendo, and that's what it will represent. But what it represents with what Microsoft will be working with Nintendo and having technically Microsoft being represented in the game only makes me want that even more.
I just think Nintendo and Ubisoft's partnership's been very strong this generation, especially. So that's why I said it's more likely.
I think neither are more likely in this day and age. Both could happen just as much, I feel.
I think there's less evidence of Rayman happening because he's already a fucking like sticker. No, he's already in the game, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a.
Well, he was
but nothing.
He was just a trophy
from adding
in the last game.
That's what it is.
But you don't think the Rabbids would be more likely than
Spirit,
Rayman?
yeah.
How dare you,
Robert
Robert?
would be Rabbids to be more likely.
Robert, I think someone would shoot themselves if it was the rabbits.
Dude,
I understand the
I
point.
genuinely think, and also honestly, if there's a Microsoft rep it's gonna be Steve from Minecraft. It ain't gonna be Banjo.
Yeah, but Banjo makes more sense as a Microsoft rep.
Does
That's only because of its Nintendo history.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
No way it would be.
Banjo isn't looked at as a Microsoft property. It's looked at as a Nintendo property.
I would fucking
got arrested by Microsoft.
I would fucking want like Master Chief before goddamn Steve from Minecraft.
Okay, now you're fucking lying.
He said Steve over Master Chief.
Steve would. I would say Steve over Master Chief. Fuck that. Yeah.
Because we have like because I already think like Snake doesn't really fit in the game. Might as well give him like some more people like that. You have Bayo and Snake kind of similar. Put Master Chief in there. You can hate him what you want and shit. I don't like him. I don't like Halo, but he's iconic as fuck, and you can't deny that. You get a final Smash come out with the fucking car, drive over a bunch of people and shit.
No, what about Minecraft? You could build shit.
I would say Steve would have a better move.
Everybody likes Minecraft with little kids and shit. Oh,
exactly.
I think Master Chief has no chance, and at least the Minecraft guy has a 1% chance.
Watch every fucking
with Snake running around in there. I don't know what to tell you.
Like at my Master Chief, watch every fucking Xbox go by fucking Smash.
No, they would be pissed.
It would be.
This is bullshit.
I just think I think there's gotta be some bad blood. I just feel like there's some Nintendo and Rare's departure. I feel like I just don't see Sakurai putting in a Rare character.
And you know who Miyamoto likes? He likes Minecraft, and he would probably be like, "Hey, yo, put in Steve, yo."
Miyamoto has no power.
Listen, I want to see Snake. Even if
my boy
Minecraft is not like a happy inclusion for me. It's like a, damn it, we're getting to that point now, guys.
I bought the season fighter pass. I'm pissed.
I think you're gonna seriously date Smash Brothers by putting Minecraft characters in it.
It's one of the biggest characters of all time.
I don't know. I feel
it's
like
not a character. It's bullshit.
Banjo,
how many people know his name?
Banjo wishes that he was as big as.
Don't say it, Juice. You will be proven wrong real quick.
I didn't know he had a name.
There's more people who know he has a name than you would think.
With textures on it that look like clothes. Get that shit out of here.
I think Minecraft would be one of those times.
So next week we'll talk about Nintendo's E3, and I'd be shocked if they didn't have a character reveal. I mean, I'd bet a lot of money on a character reveal for Smash happening at their direct.
By February, February they said they want all characters out, you can bet on at least one character reveal. I can even see 2 happening.
So next week we'll talk all things Nintendo, the direct, the treehouse, the tournaments.
Wait, what about
Square Enix? What about them?
Wow. No one wants to say
what about him?
See, just doesn't care because he got his Tomb Raider. Now he doesn't give a fuck.
What about the anticipation? No one's looking forward to
I'm
the Avengers.
I didn't even know Square had one.
No, that's been a rumor for a while now that Square is developing the next like big budget Avengers title because Marvel.
No, they had a trailer for it, remember?
Yeah, but it wasn't oh yeah, they did have a trailer for it.
That's not a rumor. It's just it's been.
You know why I call it a rumor? Because it's been so long since we got any new information. That's why.
Yeah, I get it.
Isn't there an Iron Man VR game coming out?
Yeah, but that was on
trash.
It was on PlayStation. We don't talk about that bullshit. Square Enix. I'll say this: Square Enix is probably the most hyped third party I have for me personally. Which is probably,
come on, you got the Avengers.
Square. I mean, you also got to remember, Juice. For me, Square makes my RPGs, yo. Now, granted, the Final Fantasy tracker can go into the dick. I don't really care about that currently. But
and I'm thinking of that Kingdom Hearts live stream I was watching you do and how awesome that looked.
Well, listen, Kingdom Hearts to me is a disappointment as a Kingdom Hearts fan, but at least it's not what I view as like an objectively bad game. It's just not.
All right, so I'm not going to watch the Square one. I'm going to continue my streak.
Or they announced a new Tomb Raider game.
I've never seen a Square Enix E3, so I'm going to continue that.
Well, they only started doing them like, what was it, this year, wasn't it?
No,
last year.
It's a few years.
It's been a few years. I only remember last year, honestly.
So anybody that wants to give their score that's going to watch it, go ahead.
I'm going to give it a 3. No, a 2, because I'm ready for the Avengers.
Robert, you made this big ass fuss about it, and then it still comes down to a 2.
No, because the only thing that I'm excited for is the Avengers, and I don't even think they'll show that. So
I'm gonna say a 7 because there's a few games I would be happy about if they showed.
Do you know of any game they're working on other than Onanaki?
the Avengers.
They got no. They showed 2 last year. I just don't remember what the fuck they were. One of them was a Platinum's game. I know that.
Dude, it's stuck on that soon to be forgotten Avengers game.
There's 2 Square titles. One of them is like a new IP. The other one is like a Platinum Games IP or a Platinum
They
Games.
must have really made an impact on you.
Oh no, it didn't because they didn't. The trailers were terrible, yo. One of them was like half live action the whole time.
And Platinum says they're going to be independent, public self-publishing pretty soon. They got an IP they're working on, and then they also said Bayonetta 3 is going to be something different than people are expecting or something. I think they said, right?
That's not very good. You're gonna have fucking No More Heroes, Trevor Strikes
And,
Again.
well,
shit.
I think they said they're making a game that's never been made, something that's never been made before. Was another
That's statement. I mean, Platinum currently has what? Astral Chain, Bayonetta 3, and I guess whatever their Square Enix title is. They got at least 3 projects, possibly 4, depending on how this E3
and
goes.
Scalebound for Switch.
But, hey, listen, we don't bring that up. But like, if I had to rate Square Enix, I'd probably put them at like a 6.
Oh yeah, they got the Final Fantasy VII remake. They're going to be showing.
Oh, they're not doing that.
Yeah, it said more.
They said they will show more of that. I think.
They said they'll show more.
No, you're talking about Square. I thought you were talking about Platinum still. All right, never mind. No, I get you.
So
6 or 7. I need to see more of that gameplay and see why the fuck they keep hiding Tifa in the goddamn trailer. We were concerned about. Actually, we didn't even talk about that, did we? I don't remember. It's fine.
No. Did you say why they?
I'll give Square the 6 because I think they could probably roll up with something that we haven't seen yet. But I am interested in Final Fantasy VII. When they first showed it, I was as hyped as everyone else. And over time I've begun to hate it. Mostly because that is still what's the word? How they're doing the game. Episodic. Thank you. It's just gonna ruin it. The game is just. I don't understand how you can make a game like The Witcher 3. Like Final Fantasy 15, all these big ass games like Breath of the Wild. Why does Final Fantasy 7 have to be episodic? I don't fucking get it. It's just.
They haven't reconfirmed that in a while, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if they're going to stick to that.
Yeah, it'd be. Although saying that, the last little sneak peek they showed was still the open sequence in Midgar. But if they did turn out and say that we're actually just going to make the whole fucking game, that'd be great. But I know it's not going to happen now because the PS4 is fucking dying. This is a PS4 game. I don't care what anyone says. The PS4 is on its last life, and we've already seen still the sneak peek of a little bit of Midgar, and anyway, I'll give them a 6. I reckon they'll roll up.
Well, now that I know that Avengers game is being made by the Tomb Raider team, I guess I'm gonna watch and hope, because it's been 2 years. If that's still a thing, it would get me to watch.
The thing is, it's a multi-year, multi-game, so technically it's supposed to be multiple games. AKA that shit ain't coming out like for so long. They got one game. Probably
Final Fantasy or.
No, the Avengers.
Oh, really? So I'm actually gonna watch Squares now and see what they got outside.
Also posted in the chat the 2 games that I was thinking of. The Platinum games, one is called Babylon's Fall, and the new IP was The Quiet Man, which was like half live action. That is not really anything to be excited about. But like I said, Square fucks with the genre that I like the most, and barring some Final Fantasy bullshit, there's some games that could be there, and I'd be pretty fucking excited if they were. So that's why I'm at like I think I said a 7.
So 7 equals like a double D.
Yeah, because every Japanese game I play has big-breasted anime women in it. Christ,
I think
it's only like 50%.
It definitely factors in somewhat, though. I think in your score, but
it's not that
because I want to see what the Tomb Raider team can do outside of the Tomb Raider franchise. I'm going to tune into the Square Enix and I'm going to give my anticipation and my excitement a 6 out of 10, in hoping that is a good game, and they show it. So there you go.
Babylon's Fall is going to come out. That's the other one.
They didn't even show anything.
No, they didn't. That's the problem. That's the reason why I said they're
why does it say PS4 and Steam? That's the only platforms?
Those are the only platforms they confirmed during that trailer. It's one of those games. That's why I said their conference sucked last year. It was a bunch of old footage, and the 2 new games they did show off didn't have much to them.
Supposedly it's a 2019 game, so that'll. If Platinum's working on it, that's another game. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. Anybody else have a score for Square?
I'll give them a 7 because I'm still quite a Square fan and always love what to do with the RPGs. So I'm definitely excited for them. But like, I don't have anything else to say. Like, I don't know what they're going to show, what they have planned and shit. I just know that in general, I really like their games.
4.
All right.
Yeah. I heard a whisper in the background. What was that?
Robert, did you give one?
Yeah, I give it a 2.
I gave it a 2.
Avengers.
Because of
At least Avengers has a theme song or theme music that you know after 10 years. Because none of the movies have any kind of.
Well, I would also after
any kind of themes. You'd be like, oh, what's Thor's theme? No one's
Captain America's theme. I don't know.
Unlike the old Batman and the
Captain America's theme, is that just like whatever you guys call like your like anthem or some shit?
No, that's too corny for us even.
The national anthem.
That would be hilarious. The national anthem is Captain America.
So yeah, not much excitement all around for these 3, 4, whatever it is.
Yeah, we've literally touched on all the conferences. Everything else.
So I think let's just do final thoughts. Get the fuck out of here and come back next. Come back next week when we'll actually have some excitement. Probably, I think. So Robert, why don't you start us off?
Well, tomorrow you got that Pokemon press conference. So
isn't it June 5th?
No, there's 2 things.
There's 2 things. There's tomorrow is the Pokemon, and then a Pokemon Direct.
Tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
The conference. It's like a business conference.
Oh yeah,
But they felt the need to tell everybody about it, so I'm assuming there's gonna be some other Pokemon related news that doesn't have to do with JIL.
You're gonna find some slideshow screenshots of their slideshows.
They're gonna tell you why Town looks better than Pokemon, the new Pokemon game.
Yeah, maybe.
Some of those 2 screenshots, and motherfuckers were like, "Yo, when's this game coming out?"
Yeah, well, yeah, I think they look pretty good. Hope they get a Detective Pikachu on Switch, yo, or at least just release the movie on Switch. But then, if you didn't know, yo, this Friday I'm releasing an album, so please check that out.
Where can you buy it?
Anywhere, to be honest.
iTunes and shit.
Yeah, and
Game Freak just released like another game on Switch like a week ago.
So yeah, yo, have a good night, sleep tight.
Wait, how are you selling your album on iTunes? I gotta sell mine from the back of the truck.
It's a distribution service, yo. If you go on, it's called.
We'll talk about it later.
All right. So yeah,
Robert,
have a good night. And this Friday, look it up, Midnight Mindset. And yeah, yo, peace.
That's what we're doing.
All right.
There you.
Terrell, go ahead.
So if you're subscribed to my channel, you should be. There'll probably be a bunch of Pokemon videos throughout the week or so because that's how things go. I'll probably be doing my own predictions anyway. Good podcast. Surprisingly, I wasn't the most negative person about Microsoft this week, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now it's time to go watch Next Gen podcast to watch them shit on Microsoft for 2 hours. No,
it's funny because I just wanted to say the amount of Pokemon podcasts you do are really like next gen level.
Hey, listen,
all right. But he gets 200 people watching him. You know, he does one every other day, so maybe that's what we got to do.
It's called.
Nah.
Is y'all got jobs and
We got
responsibilities.
lives.
Everything should be for YouTube and Twitch. The fuck
And we
wrong?
actually play games.
Oh, hey, you can get people caught up here, all right? They're gonna start thinking, start calling us gamers and shit.
I haven't been playing as much, but I still do.
But yeah, good podcast, fuck on stuff. That'll be fun. Go support Robert's album. Yeah,
I thought you were gonna fucking sing the Power Rangers theme or some shit.
What?
You were like, go.
I misheard all of that. It's fine.
Yeah,
Just move on. Just move on.
Go Power Rangers.
Just move on.
Retro. Take it away. Retro death.
But I was so happy once we stopped talking about Microsoft because it was actually like fun afterwards. I think you can tell how interesting Microsoft was because I think Robert has been singing the Avengers theme for longer than we fucking talked about Microsoft. So that says something already, and just they can't wait for next week when we're like gonna go all out on like the Nintendo bullshit.
And Animal Crossing.
They're not gonna show it.
Let's not get ahead of
Delayed.
ourselves.
Oh, they'll show it.
All right, T. Final thoughts.
Yeah. So Microsoft is gonna have a conference, and I don't really care. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I bought an Xbox in, what was it, 2014?
I want to blame you anyway.
Maybe 20. No, it was 2014, right? Yeah, 2014, and I don't even remember. And it's, I ain't gonna say, but hopefully they'll have some surprises there, and something to make me feel good. You know, maybe give me some rare stuff, but we'll see. I doubt it. Just set myself up for disappointment, so I ain't gonna do that. And one more thing, like I always say, dun 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 dun. dun.
All right.
Hey, where's your truck parked in case you want to buy an album?
No.
Clocked it. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you know, if you're subscribed to my channel, I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. I've just been I've been
Damn,
lazy.
that was not a good endorsement.
Damn.
I've been playing too much Hollow Knight and Breath of the Wild. I just can't get off those fucking games at the moment, and it's literally stopping me from playing everything else. You know, as for the other companies, I think, you know, my enthusiasm just shows how, you know, less and less interested I am becoming in all of these companies who head up the industry now. You know, none of their games excite me. None of their possible games, really excite me. It's quite dark times, really. You know, I need some more. You know, I need some more excitement from third parties, and you know, so I hope you know, when the E3 does roll around, we'll get some good stuff that'll surprise us, and you know, those scores, you know, of zeros and fucking fives and shit that we gave them, you know, can be, you know, bumped up a bit. But yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna make a new video soon because I'm still playing Hollow Knight and Retro. I'm trying that path of pain, and I'm gonna record myself playing it, right? Because
Yes, do that.
Holy fucking shit! It can suck my balls. It can. So,
Sounds like we're getting ready for a funeral instead of E3.
It does.
But no, I'm done. You know, obviously, all my excitement is pretty much Nintendo and a few indie companies for E3, and yeah, you know, let's hope, you know, it's a surprises there. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. You know, so yeah, I'm done.
All right, so yeah, bunch of fraud gamers here, not excited about new games being shown in a couple weeks, you know, and it's just hard when each year it's just the same old shit. I mean, yeah, you get some cool announcements, but then a year later the games come out and they're trash. So it's like, is it even worth getting excited about? Like Jump Force, like people were all hyped.
It's not even like it's the same old shit, you know. You can have stuff like Anthem and stuff like that, and then, like you said, it fucking comes out, and you're just like, what the fuck is this shit, man? You know, it just makes you upset. It's just what's the point in getting excited by any products from these companies when they release them, and they're fucking trash.
So I just try to keep my expectations low and hope that I'm wrong and they come out. And I mean, I'd love it if Microsoft had a great show and had some exclusives out of nowhere, some great looking games that got me, excited and like, damn, they really pulled it off this year. That's what I'm hoping for, but I'm not going to give my score of 10 with my hope is what I actually think it's going to be, is what I, and a little bit, maybe a few points below what I think it's going to be, just to lower my expectations. So like T said, it sounds more like we're talking about funeral than E3, which is sad. Maybe we're just getting old and bitter in our old age, but yeah, we'll see. Next week we'll be talking about Nintendo, and I think we know pretty clearly what they're going to be talking about. Probably be some surprises, but so yeah, we'll look forward to that next week. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.